I've been through this. I've been doing this by myself 3 years, going on 3 years for my oldest child. My youngest child is 1. So somebody needs to help. Nobody wanted to help with childcare. No, nothing. I couldn't work. So I had to get off my job. So since I can't work, my car got repoed. I can't pay for my car. I asked for help for the apartment. Since I can't work, my car got repoed and things like that. I had to keep the kids, help me with to keep my living up so I can keep a roof over their head. Since y'all not helping me with the children, so therefore nobody helped me with that. So I had to break my lease at my apartment complex. I asked them to get the kids. Nobody came and got the children.
Miss Pink,
try to keep your answer short. That's a very long answer.
I understand. It's
the only question we were asked.
I'm not new to this.
The only question was we're trying to figure out is.
My child lives with her father at this moment temporarily.
Okay, thank you.
We went through CPS. Yes.
Thank you. That's all I need to know.
Yes, sir. Temporarily.
And currently, the child resides with you, correct?
Yes.
And how did you get possession of the child?
She said she wanted to drop my daughter off for a weekend. And I was like, okay, cool. I was like, matter of fact, I'm not working until the weekend starts. So I was like, can you just bring her now? And then you just can pick her up during the weekend. And then she was like, yeah. Next day, when she dropped my daughter off, she was like, yeah, you need to get your baby. This baby is the reason why I'm homeless. I was doing way better without her. I told you I didn't want no kids and stuff like that.
You swear the testimony that you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, Mr. What you could go ahead and proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Joyce Watchgood for the Office of the Attorney General. I'm going to treat this as fully contested, so I will call Miss Pink. Ma'am, can you state your full name again for the record?
Shamaya Pink.
And what's the name of the child that's party to this case?
Nakira Pink.
And you're the mother?
Yes.
And who is Nakira's father?
Montreal Martin.
Were you married to Mr. Martin or anyone else when Nakira was conceived or born?
It's Nakira, and no.
And could anyone else besides Mr. Martin be her father?
No.
Right. And he signed an acknowledgement of paternity that he was the father?
No.
So this is to establish him as the father. So you're asking that the court establish Mr. Martin as her father?
I mean, he didn't go do the DNA test, so I guess that's where we at.
Is that a yes, ma'am?
I guess, yes.
Has there been family violence between you and Mr. Martin?
Well, he don't like to keep his hands to himself. We had one altercation in Mesquite, and the police pulled the video and said that he was the aggressor. He said he didn't put his hands on me, but he did. He pushed me, flung at me.
Miss Pink, can you let us know the month and year this happened?
It was sometime in 2024. Sure, I don't really know the month. When was it? Probably like June, July, somewhere like that, after my birthday.
And where did this incident happen?
Mesquite, Texas.
Was this at your residence?
No, in a public place at Shell's gas station.
All right, and what happened specifically?
Well, I was going to get my daughter's stuff out of his car, and he pulled away. He said that I kicked his car, but it wasn't on the video. I didn't touch his car. He pushed me away from the car when I was trying to get her a bottle. And he told me he didn't want me in the car, but that's crazy. How you not want me in the car when I put her in the car I took her out of the car. So what's the issue of me even going in the car to get in the back seat to get the bottle? We send them right here at the back seat, at the back door.
And you mentioned police. So were the police called?
No, he went to the police station in Balch Springs, and Mesquite detective, I forgot his name, but he contacted me. He called me, and he went back with the video from the Shell's gas station off of Town East Boulevard.
All right. Have there been any other incidents you all have had since then?
I mean, I took groceries over there on the 23rd of March, and he said, I don't need your food, but it's not for you. It was for my daughter. And he threw it across the driveway, all across the front of the yard of the house.
And that was March of this year?
Yes, ma'am.
Did he physically harm you?
No, I got back to my car because as long as I'm not touched, I'm fine. I'll leave. But I'm leaving the groceries here because that's for my baby.
So you mentioned the child was there. So does the child live with Mr. Martin?
Yes, ma'am. I had to temporarily send the child over there due to my low standards right now. I'm down on my luck right now. I'm out of pocket. I'm living with someone temporarily. So therefore, I had to sacrifice my children to get them out of the situation that I'm going through. I've been through this. I've been doing this by myself 3 years, going on 3 years for my oldest child. My youngest child is 1. So somebody needs to help. Nobody wanted to help with childcare. No, nothing. I couldn't work. So I had to get off my job. So since I can't work, my car got repoed. I can't pay for my car. I asked for help for the apartment since I can't work. My car got repoed and things like that. I had to keep the kids, help me with to keep my living up so I can keep a roof over their head since y'all not helping me with the children. So therefore nobody helped me with that. So I had to break my lease at my apartment complex. I asked them to get the kids. Nobody came and got the children.
Miss
Miss
Pink,
Pink,
so
try to keep your answer short. That's a very long answer.
I understand. It's
The only
just,
question we were asked,
I'm not new to this.
the only question was we're trying to figure out is.
My child lives with her father at this moment temporarily.
Okay, thank you.
We went through CPS. Yes.
Thank you. That's all I need to know.
Yes, sir. Temporarily. Yes, sir.
you mentioned CPS. Is there an open case, ma'am?
She closed the case. I talked to her. I have text messages in my phone. I just text her this morning as I'm sitting here waiting for y'all to call me up. I have the text message that they closed the case as of yesterday. Me and her stay in contact. Me and her stay communicating. What comes
In terms of the CPS case, who opened the case?
He did. He called. I abandoned the child and left her with a stranger. You are not a stranger. You are her father, and you are to help me.
And you stated that it was closed. Were you advised of the reason it was closed?
Because they had nothing. They ain't had nothing. Nothing is going on, ma'am. You just wasting that lady time. And she even said it. Miss Melanie, she said it. I got the text messages to prove.
And Miss Pink, so are you in agreement that the child continue to reside with Mr. Martin?
Temporarily until I get us a house. And that is coming soon.
Do you know when that would be?
CPS said as long as it's less than 6 months, and I want to put that at within 5 months, I'm getting us a home soon.
So with the child residing with Mr. Martin, are you requesting visitations with the child?
He won't allow me.
Are you requesting visitation, Miss Pink?
I mean, if I can see my baby, I would. I do. I want to see my baby.
And what is your request when it comes to visitation?
I just want to check on my baby, make sure my baby is good. My baby got a liver disease, ma'am. She takes medication. Like, I just want to be on the same page. That's it. It don't take all of this.
Are you requesting, or would you be in agreement to seeing the child every other weekend, like the first, third, and fifth weekends of the month? Or do you have a specific visitation request?
Temporarily, until I get my kids back. Yes, it can be weekend.
And how old is the child?
My baby is 1.
Now, what was the month and year that the child ended up living with Mr. Martin?
March 8th took her over to 2025.
So last month?
Yes, ma'am.
And prior to that, the child lived?
This is hard. It's hard. I miss my baby, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
Prior to that, the child lived with you in your residence?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
The resident.
And Mr. Martin, we will call you for your testimony, just not at this time. So, Ms. Pink, with Mr. Martin being the primary parent that will designate where the child lives, are you asking that be restricted to Dallas County and counties that touch Dallas?
I mean, I'm on the 50-mile radius already for my first child, so I can't go out of the Dallas Metroplex. So that's where it's at.
Are you asking that he be restricted to keeping the child's residence within Dallas County or counties that touch Dallas?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know how the child is currently insured for health and dental insurance?
Medicaid right now.
And is it under her father?
Under me.
Under you?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you work, ma'am?
Not at this moment.
You're unemployed?
I'm about to take the drug screen right now. I just can't go in because I'm in this.
Do you live in Dallas County?
Yes, ma'am. But I'm seeking residence out in Duncanville, so I don't want to be amongst this area.
All right. And so since this is a petition to establish paternity, what are you requesting that the child's last name be? Remain a
Pink -Martin, if he want to put his name on there, hyphenated. I don't have no problem.
And has the child always been on a government health plan since birth?
Yes, ma'am.
So you're in agreement that there's no retroactive medical support and no retroactive dental support?
No, ma'am.
Was there any request for retroactive child support?
Nothing at all. Look, ma'am, take the DNA test and over with. It ain't nothing, ma'am. Just do for the child. You know the child is here. Come on, man.
You're not acting appropriately. I don't know who you're talking to. You're not supposed to be talking to Mr. Martin. The attorney is the one asking you questions.
I'm sorry.
And formally, what you're asking is for her to pay child support. I don't think Miss Nwachu is going to pay for your child support. So you need to answer just the questions. I know you're excited, but you got to calm down so I can get your information so I can decide your case. I cannot do it if you go into these long answers and you start telling other people, I don't know, that don't have responsibility to raise your child. Please just answer the questions as best you can and calm down so we can get that.
I got you.
Now, do you have safety concerns for yourself?
Being around, I don't. I mean, no.
Are you asking that your contact information not be disclosed in this order?
Correct.
I'm going to pass Ms. Pink and call Mr. Martin. Sir, can you state your full name for the record?
Montreal Deshaun Martin.
Are you in agreement that you are the father of the child that's before the court?
Yes.
And so you agree to be established as the father of, is it Nakira?
Nikira. Yes, ma'am.
Nikira. What is your request for Nikira's last name?
Just to be Martin.
Just to be Martin?
Yes, ma'am.
And you understand currently her last name is Pink?
Yes.
Now, has there been family violence between you and Miss Pink?
Yes.
Is it based on the testimony that she's provided to the court that you all had an incident sometime maybe June of 2024?
Yes. She ended up, can I speak on the situation?
Can you briefly tell the court specifically what happened in terms of the violence?
So she ended up getting my daughter out of my truck. So after she got my daughter, she was like, let me get her bottles. But she was at this moment, she was already angry. And when she went to my truck, she was aggressive. So when she started yanking on my door, that's when I pushed her away to protect my property, like get away from my truck. She told me, I want my daughter bottles. I was like, I'll send you the money for some bottles. It's just some bottles. Then when she kept on trying to get inside my truck, yes, I did, push her away from my truck to try to protect my property. That's when she went to her car to get her mace, and she ended up macing me. So I'm driving. So now when I jumped in my car and I sped, she was following me down the highway. We were cutting through cars. Mind you, my daughter's in the car with her. We're cutting through cars. I end up pulling up to the police station, Boston Springs police station. And then she followed me all the way there. Then when I got out the car to go inside the police station to tell them that she maced me, she then knocked the the driver's side mirror off of my car and broke it. Therefore, I had to replace it. And that's when I had the detectives and I put a restraining order on.
Do you have a current restraining order in place?
Yes, I do.
How long is the restraining order for?
It was for a year.
It's for a year. And so do you recall the month and year that restraining order was signed?
No, I don't. The paper's at my house.
Did you get that restraining order in 2024 or this year?
I got it in 2024.
So it would expire sometime this year?
Yes, ma'am.
Was the restraining order in place when she came to your residence last month?
Yes, ma'am.
Was there a physical altercation between you and Miss Pink March of last month?
No, the only problem is she just pops up at my house.
And this restraining order that you mentioned, does it restrict her to be around?
From being within so many feet in front of me, yes.
Just you or just you or parties?
Yes, I do.
Mr. Martin, just you or parties in your household?
Just me.
And currently the child resides with you, correct?
Yes.
And how did you get possession of the child?
She said she wanted to drop my daughter off for a weekend. And I was like, okay, cool. I was like, matter of fact, I'm not working until the weekend starts. So I was like, can you just bring her now? And then you just can pick her up during the weekend. And then she was like, yeah. Next day, when she dropped my daughter off, she was like, yeah, you need to get your baby. This baby is the reason why I'm homeless. I was doing way better without her. I told you I didn't want no kids and stuff like that. Then there was times where she would ask for money and I'll tell her I'll buy her the things that she needs. Like I'll even, order it and she can go pick it up. But she said I was micromanaging her by doing that, which I don't have money to give.
Okay, so what was the month and year you got possession of the child?
It was last month.
Now there's a mention of a CPS case. Are you aware of this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the one that opened the case?
Yes, ma'am, because this is her second time doing that. Just dropping the baby off.
So to your knowledge, is the CPS case open or closed?
It is still open. I just text Melanie and long story short, it's still open.
And do you know what the allegations are in terms of the open case?
They're trying to give me CCMS right now.
Are you requesting that the court appoint you as the primary parent of the child?
Yes.
And are you asking to decide where the child lives?
Yes.
Do you agree to maintain the child's residence in Dallas County or counties that touch Dallas?
Yes.
Do you know how the child is insured for health and dental?
She said she has it just now.
Do you have anything under your name for the child?
No, I didn't know. I don't even know her social security to even get it. So no, I do not. No, I do not.
With you requesting to be appointed as the primary, are you in agreement to you and Ms. Pink being joint managing conservators of the child? Or are you requesting to be sole managing conservator of the child?
I want to be sole.
Are you in agreement to Ms. Pink having visitations with the child?
Yes, as long as we can meet up in a public place.
Do you have a recommendation of where that place would be?
They can either be at like a Quick Trip or a police station or something like that.
Would would you be open to the police station Googled off of your address?
Yes.
Now, are you seeking any type of child support?
No.
And to your knowledge, the child is still under mom, possibly for their...
All right, what do you mean by am I seeking? But I want to understand what you're saying.
Are you requesting that Miss Pink pay child support for this child?
Oh, yes.
Have you applied for services through the Office of the Attorney General?
No. And as I mentioned earlier, I didn't know that I could apply when it was a case already going. I thought we discussed or disclosed everything during this case, but they told me I would have to open up another case as far as to put her on child support.
And since the child may currently be under Ms. Pink for their health and dental, would you be in agreement that you would maintain the child's health and dental through other sources?
Yes, ma'am.
And if child support is granted, do you know if Ms. Pink has any other minor biological children under the age of 18? How many? One other child.
Yes, ma'am.
If child support is granted against Ms. Pink, taking into account her one other child, the state would likely propose that she pay $203 a month due to her being unemployed at this time, beginning May 1st of 2025. Would you be in agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm not sure if I asked, but I'll ask again. Are you requesting that your information not be disclosed in this order due to safety concerns of Ms. Pink or a third party?
You know where I stay.
There could be a chance you would move. So I'm asking you, Mr. Martin.
Oh, she can know where I stay.
You don't have any safety concerns if your contact information is placed in this order?
No, ma'am.
All right. I'm going to pass the parties and defer to the court in terms of, all issues and court costs given the situation.
Miss Martin, I don't know where you live, so what is a police station near you?
It's a new Dallas building. Can you hear me? Because my screen is froze.
I can hear you fine.
All right, yeah, it's a new Dallas. It's like a sheriff right off of Polk in Wheatland.
Can you look it up and tell me the address?
I'm sorry, y'all.
If Your Honor will allow, I do have the address as 8301 South Polk Street, Dallas, Texas, 75232.
Is that the one near your residence, Mr. Martin?
Yes, Your Honor.
It's the closest one Googled off of his address, Your Honor.
I don't have his address. I don't know where he lives. All right, so then let me go ahead and make a ruling. I'm not going to do a final order today. Y'all have a lot to work out. A lot of anger from both of y'all. I don't quite understand. I can't make a final decision today because you have a lot to work out.
I know she's...
I didn't ask you to talk. We're establishing that you're the biological father in this temporary order. Child's been with the father since March of 2025. We're doing government medical for health insurance since neither one of you have insurance available. I'm doing a name change to Pink-Martin. The child will have both your last names. When we finally do a final court order, one of you will need to change the child's name so that at that point, but right now it's too early that in the temporary order to do that, but that'll be an extra step you need to take when we do a final order. As far as I'm not making any finding of family violence, I haven't heard anything that y'all told me today that results in family violence other than y'all just get angry with each other and that the restraining order isn't really, don't have no proof that it even exists. So I'm not making a finding of family violence. I'm not granting a non-disclosure. So y'all need to know where each other live, but of course you don't want to harass the other person. There shouldn't be any reason why you should be going to each other's residence if you follow my orders. I'm not appointing anyone as a primary conservator, so neither one of you have custody at this point under this temporary order, but that could change in the final order. Ordering father to pay medical support of $100 a month to repay the state for the Medicaid. You can tell me in August when we come back, if you have insurance, you can enroll the child in insurance. Maybe even before August, you can enroll the child in insurance. Not Medicaid, but I'm talking about private insurance. And then if you have private insurance, they can stop taking the $100 a month. But for now, you have to pay the $100 a month for medical. Mother to have standard visitation, which is Friday at 6 until Sunday at 6 on the first, third, and fifth weekends. Y'all are going to meet at the Polk police station. I guess constable's office is probably what it is. The child has to be returned at the end of the visitation. Y'all need to figure out a way to communicate better than y'all have without the anger. Y'all both have a lot of anger here. I don't quite understand. Y'all are both parents of this child, and y'all are giving this child a very bad example the way y'all are behaving. All right, so we're reset for another court date. We'll give you out till August 28th. That'll be our new court date. Let's see what happens in August, which is about 3 or 4 months from now, to see what the status is. If either one of you want to hire counsel in between then, you definitely can. If your attorney wants to file a new motion, you definitely can. But I need to see where we are since y'all have not really established where the child is primarily supposed to live, other than y'all just not agreeing on anything. We'll need y'all both to return on August 28th. at 9 o'clock on Zoom, if nothing else happens, to see what the status is at that point, and then I'll go from there. I'll probably wind up trying to do a final order unless y'all have done something different. So I'm giving y'all both an opportunity to do something different. Mr. Martin, you haven't applied for the child support services, so they can't order you the mother to be put on child support because you haven't asked for it yet. So that's something you can choose as well, but you haven't done it as of today, so they can't do that today. And you haven't had the child long enough either right now anyway for me to do that. So not doing any child support from either one of you at this time. All right, so that'll be our order that we're doing for today. We'll see y'all back here August 28th. When you come back, please conduct yourselves with a lot less anger and focus on answering questions instead of arguing with each other. Arguing with each other isn't going to help the situation. All right, y'all are done with court. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.